Nicole, good to see you. Welcome to Popternative.
Thank you so much for having me.
This is exciting. We already know we're getting season 2 of Finding Her Edge.
Yes, we are. Ladies and gentlemen, the news
We
has
talked about
dropped.
before we started. I mean, I was like, has it even been a month? It hasn't even been 2 weeks.
No, hasn't even tomorrow will be our 2-week anniversary for the
It's
show.
so crazy. I mean, people have been loving it worldwide on Netflix. I mean, the audition process, for shows or movies are different depending on the project. What was
Yeah.
this one like for you? Like, did you audition for the character you got? Did you know it was Finding Her Edge? Like, what was the audition process like?
So it was called something else under the audition process. It was called Precision, but we knew it was based on the book.
Yeah.
And I definitely have heard of the book. I didn't actually read it yet, but I read it after, of course, and it was an amazing book. But yeah, I read for a few roles in the show, and it was so much fun to that whole process. I figure skated as a kid, actually. So I was definitely in that world, and I remember getting the breakdown, and I was like, a figure skating show for Netflix? Like, sign me up. It was so much fun to tape, and then my agent got like a text the day after and was like, "Do you have skating footage ASAP?" I was like, "Yes, I got you." And I like picked up my skates and went to the rink, and I brushed up a bit
Yeah, that
on
was
my
my next
skills.
question. Was there a little bit of a
Yeah.
break in between? Because you have to get right back into it, really, for the show, right?
Oh yeah, no, no, no. It was kind of shot out of order, so we kind of had the whole bulk of the skating stuff kind of in like 2 weeks.
Yeah.
So we did have some time to prep for sure, and getting back into it was so much fun. I definitely miss the sport, and I love it so much. So it was really an added bonus to be able to skate on the show as well.
One of the
Especially
coolest things I think about this show, and I've talked to your cast about this, and I'm really curious what you
yeah.
think about it, is there's obviously like the house, and then
Hmm.
there's the rink scenes. And in a
Yeah.
lot of ways, it could feel like, does it sometimes feel like you were on two shows? Like, it's
Oh, a
interesting.
hundred percent, 100%. It was two completely different worlds. And reading the script, like, you know that they kind of live in a bigger house and the whole kind of family and all the skaters live there. But actually getting to that set, I was pulling in on my first day. I'm like, this is insane. I mean, the house is gorgeous. It's beautiful, has so much character as well. So it was so much fun to film and explore the house in that way. And the rink is a completely different beast. I mean, I've never filmed anything that was so sport oriented. So seeing how that's kind of shot behind the scenes was so much fun, and how the doubles come into play, our wonderful doubles.
Yeah.
And yeah, really seeing the behind the scenes on that was so cool and so much fun.
It's interesting to think about the role of the rink in Finding Her Edge. It's almost like its own character, which is
Oh, it
interesting.
it is its own
Yeah.
character, and it goes through a lot throughout the show, that's for sure, for those of you who've watched it. Its ups and downs. And now, I mean, no spoilers, but for next season, we'll find out what happens to the rink. And
Absolutely. And
yeah.
then I is it crazy now that people already are torn between Team
Oh,
Braid and Team Freddy. Like they didn't waste
it
time.
oh, they did not waste time at all, and we all knew that going into it. It's been so great seeing everything on social media, especially on TikTok. Like, absolutely blew up on TikTok. My entire page is flooded with
Are you able to
Team
have a
Freddy."
team or an opinion on it, or are you neutral? Like from a kind of like a fan perspective. Like
From a fan.
yeah, are you Team Freddy or Team
Me?
Braid? Yeah.
Myself? It's hard because sometimes you root for Brayden in a lot of those scenes, and sometimes you root for Freddie in a lot of those scenes. And
It's a
it's
very
real,
frustrating I
it's
100%.
so even watching the show back, I wasn't even watching it from a perspective of like being a part of it, but just as a fan and being like, no, do this, no, do that. You really are torn watching the show, which makes it so much fun.
That there is that cool kind of like three-part journey of these were books, then there's scripts, and then you go film
Hmm.
this thing, right? And
Yeah.
I'm wondering, like, what is it like, even like, I mean, there is some research and like people know about the books at some point. Maybe people didn't know about the books like before they got the role, but like they get the role, you all dive in somehow with the books,
Yeah.
right? And then you
Hmm.
see these scripts, right? And like there's so
Hmm.
much going on in these scripts. But like take
Yeah.
me through actually like you're like, okay, I'm ready as I can be, right? With everything and like getting there, like that script to screen journey. Like, what's that like for you?
I think it's really understanding the dynamics between the characters because a lot of it is relationships
Yep.
between everybody in the house.
Yep.
So I think really, working with your cast and finding that relationship between everyone is really important, especially in this show. Next to this skating, of course, but yeah, I feel like, bridging that gap between what's on paper and then really how you can make the characters and relationships come to life on screen. Yeah.
Absolutely. It's interesting too to think about like all the reactions of your character, right? And I want to know like if there's a lot of kind of breakdowns and like you're reading everything that happens with your character and then you get there, you see it all come to life. A lot of people will use like, the mean girl with your character, but like misunderstood, I feel like is what you want to think about, right? Like
Yeah. I mean, yeah, we never want to judge our characters, of course, and I definitely and I see a lot of myself in her, not in the catty aspects of it, of course,
yes.
but more in the need to want to be the best and to, be understood in that way. And yeah, I feel like and even in my own comment sections, I've been getting like, she's iconic, she's a diva, she's this and that. So it's been really great to see that there is, the positive edge of that rather than just, oh, she's just a mean girl and
I see
and
what you
even
did there. Positive
yeah.
edge. That was great.
Positive edge. Yeah, I found my edge at the end, if
Finding the edge. Absolutely.
if you will.
Um, kind of to add to that, like the global kind of, I mean, it's Netflix, it's worldwide Netflix. Like it's crazy, right? Like wherever
Yeah,
you were in the world across all the different time zones, there's people that when you woke up, wherever you were, people have already like binged it all, right?
I know. It was
Which
insane.
is that's the Netflix effect, right? Like what was that
Oh,
like seeing that first week?
um, going into it, initially it wasn't supposed to be Netflix worldwide. It was initially just supposed to start in the States, and then we would go from there. And then finding out closer to like the release date, they're like, no, it's worldwide. We're like, oh, okay. And seeing that reaction first week, like I binged it in 5 hours. I binged it, well, not five, that's impossible, but like, so to
Yeah.
speak. And even my friends, like I've had friends that I haven't even spoken to for quite a bit, being like, I just watched the show in one sitting. When is the next season coming? It was insane to see like the positive feedback and how much people loved it and all the fans that came out of it.
Yeah,
It was really great
so
to see.
cool. What has
Yeah.
been like your favorite thing? I mean, everyone always says like the people, like you, like the cast and the crew were like were a family, right? But like, did you really enjoy the figure skating component of it? Because this was a show. I like the timing with the Olympics. It's really cool. Like, it
Yeah.
really like showcases the world of figure skating, and that's what
It
I
is
love
right
about a lot of these
now.
shows. Right? We don't.
Yeah.
A lot of people might not know a lot about that world.
hmm it was a lot of fun to share, and we did have like a couple. We even had like Piper Gills and Peter on the show. Like it was really so much fun to kind of delve into that world. And I skated in the show. It's not visible too much, but I definitely did skate a lot in the show, and it was so much fun to kind of like tie that in together with my character, and I loved it so much.
Absolutely. The
Yeah.
books now, and do you, it's cool to look at it. I'm sure you talked to a lot of your cast and crew about this and like Jeff as well. Like this kind of like tag team of like the show and the books
Mhm.
because I love this world where it's like people knew the books, they watched the show. People watched
Yeah.
the show, they might have not known
Yeah.
about the books. So they're gonna
Yeah.
go back and get the books. That's cool to see too, right?
It's so cool. And I'm so proud of Jen and all this, the writer Jennifer Iacopelli. Like she wrote such an amazing book that was able to be brought to screen like so easily. And now there's gonna be more fans of the book as well, which I'm really excited for. Everybody should definitely go read the book as well. But I'd say the adaptation is quite true, and she worked with us a lot on the show as well with the characters and kind of her vision for the show as well. So it's been really great.
And then last question, and we have to do. There's a very good chance if they're watching this interview right now, Nicole, they have watched season one. But just in
Yeah.
case, spoiler alert for some
Spoiler.
people. Yes,
Mhm.
that ending sets up so much for the new season,
Oh
and
yeah.
I just want to know: did you get all the scripts at once, or did they keep the finale scripts like a lot like from you all? And then like, did you get them all at once?
We did not get them all at once. We got everything but the last episode. So that was until the end because they were kind of, tweaking things here and there as we go, and especially seeing the cast chemistry and seeing kind of what happens with different characters and what they
Oh,
discovered. So a lot was kind of like, shift molding in the process. So we did not get, and reading that final script, everyone was like,
I feel like the last the last couple of scenes, like so much
so
happened
much
to set
happened.
up, right? Like-
Yeah. Oh no, we set it up ready to go.
Absolutely. And if they haven't watched it already, season 1 of Finding Her Edge is streaming now worldwide on Netflix. You know what they can do, right? If they, have already watched it, right? They can watch it again.
They can watch it again. That's what I've been doing.
And they can see if they change their team. If they started it the first watch Team Freddy, maybe you're like, actually I'm Team Brayden. You know what I mean?
Brayden. So yeah, or vice versa. Yeah, there's there's a lot of small moments that are very like minute, but that you can miss between that love triangle. So it's definitely worth a rewatch, especially during the wait time for season 2, guys.
Absolutely. Congrats again on everything. Congrats on season 2. Nicole, so great chatting with you. Thanks so much for your time.
Thank you for having me on the show. It was a pleasure.
Absolutely. Your Instagram account is just your name, right? If people want to keep up.
It's just my name, first and last name. That's me.
Awesome. Well, this has been Popternative, youtube.com/Popternative for previous episodes. Until next time, it's Nicole and PD Beats signing off.
Thank you for tuning in to Popternative. Make sure to check out our past episodes of Popternative on YouTube.
This has been an Autograph Communications production.